Canon XA10? XA20. Oh, I used to have the XA10 in 2010. We're here with I guess, how do I adequately and humorously describe them, the Soviet Union Ministry of Truth Bad Citizen Data Collection Point. When these guys went through Sedgley Park or Police Academy, I bet the last thing they thought they'd be doing. Hello, hello. The last thing they thought they'd be doing would be threatening normal, ordinary, peaceful people with arrest for standing around.
I don't have any.
And this guy, look at this.
I'm just getting started.
Yeah, just get started.
Very handsome.
That's it, keep smiling, boys.
There's a million things I could say about this, but I'll just gather the footage. Just like you are. Just like I think he might have me by an inch or two. Actually, no, he's got me by about 2 inches. But there's only one length that matters in inches for a man, and that's the size of your feet. Are you a size 13 as well?
I'm Charlie, size 13.
Good man. Anyway, as a fellow normal-sized person, how do you feel with all these hobbits around you?
Slightly tall.
You must be 6'8", 6'7".
I am.
Good man. 6'5 and a half. Short arse.
Good afternoon.
Oh, it begins. It begins.
Please, if you could remain silent while I give you this very important message. Don't start booing or anything until I've finished, okay? Listen in. I regrettably have to inform you today's movement has to be cancelled. Wait.
Cancelled.
Today's movement has to be officially cancelled. It has to be cancelled. If I take any of the sound systems or the multi-units or anything like that off the vans, they will be seized and the companies will be given a £10,000 fine. As I will also be arrested and given a £10,000 fine. So, what I am going to say is, I have cancelled this meeting today. However, I am personally on my own going for a walk. I'm going for a walk down Market Street. Down Market Street. I am not telling any of you to come along. That is your choice to do what you are going to do. It is your right in your bubble. It is your right in your bubble. We've got to do this the right way to still get our voices heard. So we're not going to go against the system. We're going to walk around it. Literally walk around it. I'm going to go for a walk. Oh, it's up to you what you are going to do for yourself. And if by any chance any of you turn up at the same place that I turn up, I will be speaking for myself and for myself alone on my own. It's your choice to be there. Let's go for a walk.
Commissar, take everyone to Gulag!
Politics, left or right, blue or red, gay, straight, we're all here as one. Fight for one common cause. One common goal. something off of a beautiful poem I was just given this morning, and then I'll get my message across as quick and swift as I can, and give one of the other speakers, and see how long we can go on for. We got closed down at Piccadilly Gardens, if you're not aware. We had to close it down because they were just going to arrest me straight off the bat and seize all of the equipment. However, I am here as my own man stood here with you, women, men, children stood on your own, but in truth, united to fight against this totalitarian dictatorship. A new world is arising through waves of turning tides. Truth graces the horizon with bright awakened eyes. Her presence and her power, too much for most to brace, shines light upon the darkness to free the human race. The wise will rise to greet her, the brave will share her words, as truth by very nature is destined to be heard. That's a beautiful word spoken from someone called Higher Vibe. They will not silence us! These protests, these rallies, these organisations, they're all great. They're all shifting consciousness. They're waking people up. But it's not enough. It's not enough. We need to take action. Yes! Not just gatherings. As beautiful as it is to see us all unite today, we need action, but big, powerful action. So this is my call to humanity. This is my call to the whole of the UK, and especially the MPs. Especially the MPs that don't represent us. They are traitors. The lockdown is unlawful. The lockdown is not backed by science. All local MPs, all those opposing representatives, you have time now to begin to understand our good. And if we don't, you the people will ask you every single one of you. My message is clear. Our message is clear. We will open our businesses. We will stand alongside. We will do what we decide based on our own free sovereignty. So I call upon everybody that is watching this, please spread it far and wide. It's very simple. We all have to be brave and open the businesses. We all have to be brave and start carrying on with our lives. They only have as much power as we give over to them. So it's time we took back our power and rise up.
We are exactly where we need to be! Give us a cheer, you motherfuckers!
Ears for a moment, please. That's powerful, very powerful. It's beautiful to see so many of us come together today. All different skin colours, all different races, religions.
People unite!
We've got left, right, we've got the Scousers and the Manx. I never thought I'd see the day where Scousers and Manx come together, yet here those 300 plus politicians that have voted for the lockdown are treasonous. So I ask all of you, everybody that is here today, we all have to do our bit. We have to hold them accountable. We have to do videos on our social media, organise rallies, write to them, do everything. And if they do not fall in line for what's right and what's good and what's just in the world, then we remove them. From this day forward, it will take every single one of us to be brave, to take massive action, or else this is irrelevant. We have to take action, and that action is simple. We decide to open our businesses. We decide if we want to quarantine or not. We decide that it'll be us that looks after our vulnerable. And we decide now to rise up and take back our freedoms. Let's send a very clear message now to Andy Burnham of Manchester. Let's send a very clear message now for the 300 plus politicians that decided for our best interests that we should go into a lockdown that we no longer consent, and we will rise up. Let's send that message now. Rise up! 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 Before I finish, thank you everybody for turning up. Thank you for uniting as one. But like I said, this is irrelevant. This has no power if we now don't go forth, every single one of you, to carry this message that we are no longer going to lockdown to be bought out politicians. Let's do it! Please take note, because we've got an Instagram and social media account set up for this. We are going to unite as one. If anyone's businesses get fined, we'll raise the funds. We will have representatives on our social media platforms that will legally represent you. It's about time we stood up for what's right, be brave, and stand up against this unlawful, inhumane, treasonous government. My final thing before we depart. Myself and the other organisers of Liverpool, we need to make this bigger. We need to make this louder. We need to make this have so much energy they can't ignore us. Next week, please look on our socials. We'll be gathering in Liverpool. And we must gather and unite every week until this is brought down. Thank you everybody for coming. Move forward, be brave, stay united, rise up. Rise up, 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 rise up.
They moved us on. They tried to move everybody on. They cancelled the organisation. So poor boys decided to go for a walk. So this is our second walk round, and this is actually peaceful rebellion. This is in tune with the common law of Magna Carta 2020. So we're saying our voice here by just marching.
We are the people. We are the power. We are the 99%. All we need is huts. Huts. Huts are all we need. Come on, get here. All we need is huts. All we need is huts. All we need is huts. Huts are all we need. One more time.
What brought me out here today is the fact that I'm selling these hoodies with my heart design on them, which basically expresses the opinion that we don't want to be muzzled, we don't want to be isolated, and we certainly don't want to be vaccinated. And we feel that our civil liberties and our human rights are being infringed by a government that's lying to us about a virus that is no worse than an ordinary flu, and that it's been manipulated for political purposes in order to control the population in ways that are totally unacceptable to freedom-loving people, all of whom have turned out in numbers here today, which has been absolutely wonderful to see. And I think there's a growing movement in this country that realizes that our government is lying to us, that we're being manipulated towards an Orwellian police state, that the police are being used to enforce criminal laws, and that the country is being run by a rich elite who are running it entirely for their own purposes and not for the benefit of ordinary people. And quite rightly, ordinary people are starting to get pissed off, I'm glad to say. I think today has been a great success. It's been a curious set of circumstances where effectively Greater Manchester Police, like the Metropolitan Police, have quite wrongly tried to prevent a peaceful protest, which is part of our civil liberties and our human rights, and part of our freedom of speech and freedom of association. So I believe Greater Manchester Police have behaved very poorly in this affair, but they've been somewhat outmaneuvered by a rather streetwise crowd who've managed to avoid them when they tried to prevent us occupying the square, led them on a merry dance through the streets of Manchester, came back to the square for a triumphant gathering. I couldn't tell you exactly how many people have been here today, but it's certainly in the thousands rather than just hundreds. And people are in very good spirits, and we are winning this war, although it's going to be a long and unpleasant battle, I'm sorry to say. The main thing is that we don't want to be controlled by the pharmaceutical industry. And that's an important part of what's happening here, is the pharmaceutical industry is really trying to exert totalitarian control on a global scale. And that's not the interest of anybody except the rich elite. And the rich elite have got to realize that they won't be allowed to carry on like this much longer.
TV's turning, your TV's off. Just turn that shit off. Turning your TV. What's going on? Now what I want to do as well is, I know a lot of people are now feeling disempowered and they're trying to bring
that a care home can have power of attorney. So, a power of attorney is given by somebody who has capacity before they lack capacity, and it's usually given to a trusted family member or a trusted friend to make decisions about financial matters or health or matters around health and well-being. So I believe that this family, they had power of attorney for financial matters, but they didn't have power of attorney for health and well-being. But if they didn't have power, if their family didn't have power of attorney for health and well-being, how have the care home got it? God knows. Well, they can't have, in my view. They can't have. Well, that's a whole subject I haven't thought about today, but I do know about the pathway. What I'm trying to get at here, folks, is that safeguarding legislation and the Mental Capacity Act and Best Interests process to protect vulnerable older people or people who lack capacity, this is significant legislation that provides protection to two very vulnerable groups of people in our society, our children and our elderly, or people who are disabled and lack capacity to make decisions in their own best interest. It's really, really important legislation to protect these people. But my concern is that this legislation may be turned against the parents and carers of children or of people who need support. Because is it going to be said to parents who don't get their children tested or vaccinated, or be said to the carers of elderly people who want to go into the care homes and see the family, go into the hospitals and see their parents? Is it going to be said, you're not acting in your child's best interest? You're not acting in your elderly mother's best interest? Is that what's going to happen going forward? I just want to raise that because people need to be aware of it. So these are just my thoughts looking at what's going on here.
Hey dude, I'll just say, right, if you let your child go to school, that is all they need. That is your consent. You need to get your children out of school because these fuckers will do it to them. They will give them the nanobite spray. It's all on my Facebook page, dude. Get have a look. It's unbelievable. We do not consent!
Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, stand up for your rights before it's too late. I'm going to say that I'm not usually a fan of Conservative MPs. Okay? What do we think of our Conservative government? What do we think about our Labour opposition? I tell you what we think. The two cheeks are the same arse. A second paper between Johnson and Starmer because they want the same thing. They do not have our best interests at heart. Now people can't believe that. People say to me, why would they do this to us? Why would they lock us down? Why would they damage the economy? Why? Because they can, and because they're not here for our best interests. They're paid puppets. That's right. But in terms of our Conservative government, there's one Conservative politician who I have to commend today, and that is MP Sir Charles Walker. Many of you heard of Sir Charles Walker, okay, so I just want to read what he said in Parliament this week. Our freedoms are like the air we breathe, fundamental to us as a nation and to who we are as its people. Sir Charles Walker goes on to say, yet once again we stand on the threshold of using the rule of law to undermine the rule of law. Well, I couldn't agree more. And I can say, Madam Speaker, that we are not asking our constituents to do anything. We have coerced them. We have coerced them in criminal and civil law. So let us not use that word word asked because this is not an accurate description of what we have done to the people of this country. They have not asked us. We have been forced. We have criminalised freedom of association, freedom to go about one's business, and the freedom to protest. The freedom to protest, that is the oxygen of our democracy. It is the oxygen of our democracy. This hurts my head and this hurts my heart. And dismissing deeply held concerns and wanting to let the virus rip is deeply ungenerous and deeply unkind. I agree. Hear, hear! Our fundamental rights are our contract with our government. So I will not be supporting this legislation for the lockdown. And I think it is terribly unjust and in many parts cruel. Hear, hear! A big clap and a big cheer for Sir George Walker. Thank you, Sir George Walker. We could not have put it better ourselves. I want to finish off now. Just want to draw your attention to Dr. Mike Yates. He's a scientist with Pfizer. He's equally as qualified and equally as experienced as Patrick Valance, the Chief Scientific Officer to the government, who also holds £600,000 worth of shares in GlaxoSmithKline. Who, lo and behold, are one of the big pharma companies who've been given a contract by our government to develop the vaccine. Isn't that called conflict of interest? Isn't there a problem there? Shouldn't the BBC and Sky News and ITV be crawling all over that? Shouldn't they be asking difficult questions? Shouldn't they be saying, resign as your role as Chief Scientific Officer? Chief Scientific Officer to the government. If you want to retain your £600,000 worth of shares, Patrick Valance, thank you very much. I would maybe trust him if he didn't hold them shares a bit more, maybe a bit more.
Are you sick and tired of walking around, looking around you right now and seeing people walking past doing absolutely nothing for their freedom? I'm tired of it. I'm going to keep my mask on to conceal my identity. We need to stand up. Solidarity, unity and togetherness is on the decline. Our chances to split. We need to stand together and march together against this tyranny. Do you not realise that when a doctor or a professor or somebody in substantial position stands up and they are ignored, they gain a bit of momentum, they get a bit of views, and they get shut down because they are shutting us all down together. I will keep my
The third thing I want to ask is if you have dropped any litter or if you see any litter, please pick it up. Show your respect for the earth.
hit me with a bottle.
We're being charged with.
You might school moving.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys.
Were you bullied in school? Perfect! Become a police officer. One of the job recommendations is having a small penis. You should all be advised and ashamed that you joined the police force.
Your love is greater, your love is stronger, your love awakens, awakens, awakens me. Your love is greater, your love is stronger, your love awakens, awakens, awakens me. Your love is greater, your love is stronger, your love awakens, awakens, awakens me. Your love is greater, your love is stronger, your love awakens, awakens, awakens me.
Space. They did this in
There's power in the mighty name of Jesus. Every warring wicked world will win.
Well, I've got put it back.
What the fuck's he done? Is it because he's filming?